Good morning, it's Kim McGillis coming to you live from Regina. It is presently 11:09 Central Time. For my friends back in Ontario, it is presently lunchtime. How are you? A couple of minutes late this morning just because I was doing some errands. I started the Christmas shopping and here I am going miles a minute. Went to do a bunch of errands for my husband actually. And thanks to you, because you were all suggesting a bunch of different things that I could use to as gift giving. I was asking ideas of basket. What I did design 2 baskets. So got this very large fluffy blanket and then we'll be adding those with some candles and mugs. I love mugs. If you know me, you know back home I have a huge collection of mugs. So I got that and then some different kinds of teas or just to put inside. What else did I get? Chocolates. And then I had to go get some wrapping paper because I wanted like a clear cello wrap. Not many choices here. I went to Walmart, went to Dollar Store. I wanted one that was already custom. Oh, I also got this extra large tray. Want to tell you something. Stampin Up World is amazing today. You want to know why? Free shipping. Free shipping for today, the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th. And I love free shipping days because that's when I restock on my cardstock. Like I saw that it was very low in shaded spruce. This is all I have left. So I'll be ordering. And sometimes when it's free shipping day, I'll order more than once during the day just because, you know, you realize that you're missing things. Well, it doesn't really matter how many times I could order because it's free shipping. So that's pretty exciting. I also, if ever you might have seen in my post here on Facebook, I'm doing a product share. So there's the option of just sharing the cardstock from the new catalog, or there's the option of sharing cardstock and ribbons and embellishments, or just ribbon and embellishments. And I've also added an option to add 2 of my favorite collections from the catalog because they have like these little die cut pieces. So I put that part separate. There's a Google form, you fill it out. You could pick up your order either here in Regina or in Ontario. I'll have it all set up as well in both areas. So product shares is a good way of getting stuff that costs a lot less, but you get a sampler of everything. I'm also creating these little labels so you'll know which cardstock coordinates with the designer series paper as well as which designer series paper. Hello, Joan from Washington State. How are you? Did you have a great weekend? We had like a packed weekend this weekend. On Friday, we went to a concert. We got free tickets to go to that. And then we had a little dinner as well. Then Saturday, yes, you might have seen, I went, there was an activity here for families. Employees could bring their families as well as some of the cadets. So I did go shoot with a 22. And if you see my target, I did very well. It was the first time that I tried that. My husband has been a instructor in the past, so he gave me the proper tips and I was like, I did amazing. When you flipped the sheet around, not the turkey side, what it was numbers. So I scored 78, he scored 80, but it just depended which number you hit. So anyways, that's for that. Hello, Rose. Rose, who reminded me that there was going to be free shipping. I was like, she's genius to know that. So I was like, this is so awesome to get that. So for us demonstrators, we get to do our pre-order as well. So there's still some time for that. So I think I'm going to take advantage of pre-order stuff for the next catalog and get the free shipping for today and the next 2 days. If you are from Ontario, I will be hosting a class on Sunday. So you might want to join in. There's going to be 2 options. I'll be sending that to you so you'll get details. And then you could join me live for a last holiday card class, card and tags actually, because I love both, so we'll do that. Today, last day, we are doing sentimental wishes. It's our last day. I'm just going to be showing you tags options for that, and then normally my post on Instagram, or might be Facebook as well, you'll get to see different tags. We're going to do one together, so that's going to be fun. Yes, Paul, I had a great weekend. I hope you did as well. So The collection, again, is on page 28 and 29. It is fabulous. It has that vintage chic Christmas, shabby chic, I would say, designer series paper. I'm still continuing with the same colors, and that's why I have to place an order. So let's put down this part here so you get to see. And it's very gray here in Regina today. Icy too. My windshield was getting all kinds of ice this morning, so that was not fun. Let me just log in here. So who else is taking advantage of free shipping? I saw some of you have sent me your orders. Thank you so much for those orders. I appreciate, and also we'll add them to mine. So now my phone wants to do an update. It's not going to happen this morning, so let's do this and I'll be joining you. You know what? I always get these moments where I'm like a little freaked out. I'm like, what if I'm on my personal profile and I'm going live and not on my actually Kim McGillis paper crafter? Wouldn't that be crazy? Like, I just feel that would be pretty crazy. Here we go. So you get to see a bunch of these. Let me just bring this a little higher this morning. And I'm thinking, do I close? Yeah, I'm gonna close this light. So I'd love to hear about your weekend. It's Monday. I had to take a double take this morning to see what day it was, and already the night is kind of insane. So have you tried to make my pleated skirt card? I know I got some messages this morning. Some people were wondering, where do I find that video? So I did upload it on YouTube yesterday. It was also on the live of November 29th. So if ever you want to reproduce this card, you may do so. And I had some questions, so I know some of you were fussy cutting this weekend, and that's the one. And then this was, I think, a Fun Fold Friday. Very fun fold, kind of nice. I also posted that picture so you got to see what this one looks like. So hope you like that one as well. It was kind of fun, and I didn't even embellish the inside. So because I was still using the perennial postage dies, I am continuing with the same collection today. It's going to be very similar, so bear with me. It's just going to be a variety, and we're going to be using the shaded spruce. So a little different this morning, but kind of fun as well. So we're going to set these aside, and then we're going to start creating our project today. So I am going to be needing my cutter this morning, and we're also going to be using the blending brush. Lots of fun things. So let's take this out, and then we're going to use the perennial die, the largest one. You know how I like to use large and make large tags. Actually, making tags is kind of a fun thing to do. Actually, it's going to be the second largest one. So we are still going to be designing with the Sentimental Witches. And then these are the perennial dies. I have taken out some of them. You have the option of working with either color, either Poppy Parade or Shaded Spruce. I'm going to continue with Shaded Spruce today just because it's fun. So the second die fits exactly right here. This is what it looks like. This is the one that I'm going to be using for today. And then, even if I've already pre-cut these pieces, we're still going to do them together. The other section that I love to use from the perennial die is this one, and we will need it as well today because we need to thread some ribbon in there. So that's going to be fun. So just going to pull out a couple of things. We're going to bring these on the opposite side of my little island. So what I want you to do is you need a paper that has enough spacing. So I think I'm going to go on this side, and then you'll need to leave that extra spacing on every single side. So we're going to tuck this in here, and I'm going to do it upside down. Do you make tags? I would love to know. I love designing tags. So you'll get to see different options with the candles, with... Okay, so I have no interest in this one right now. My interest is really in my scrap piece of shaded spruce. So I have this part right here. So I'm gonna tuck this aside. And then you'll need a piece of white cardstock. And the white piece, what I've done, I'm gonna show you here, is use this little guy right here and cut a hole. So if you don't have a circle punch, this from the Pioneer Postage is perfect. And if you want to know my measurements for my white cardstock, it's 3.5 by 4 3/4. So 3.5 by 4 3/4. So I'm just going to set this aside for now. We will use it a little later on as well. Here we go. So now we're going to take this piece right here. I am going to go and cut a border off. And often you could gauge your alignment with the image from the die cut piece. So it doesn't really matter, but how big you want your tag. If you wanted more shaded spruce spacing at the top, you could. I am going to trim just slightly on this side as well. Just a baby piece. Now, I didn't get many cookie recipes from you. If you had to make a cookie exchange, what recipe would you use? I think I had one person last week share that she would do oatmeal chocolate chip, which is like kind of a great one to do, but I would love to hear all your recipes. And as usual, if you comment and share my content as well, I'll be entering you for a quick draw as well. So this week, it's holiday week. Anybody take advantage of that last chance list? There's also some items that are coming back on the week of November 9th. So that's great that free shipping, we get to take advantage of that. Meaning, let's say some things come back in stock tomorrow, then with your order, if you earn that free shipping, you won't need to pay. So you could order more than once, that's for sure. So that's gonna be fun. Now we have the option of adding some shaded spruce on the inside. It's up to you if you want to do so. So I might just add slight, not very much. I don't even know if you're gonna see it on here. I didn't want to go too intense, just a very slight miss right here. And I'm just gauging it on the inside. And then Fran said that she makes apple cinnamon oatmeal cookies. That would be great. That would be fabulous, actually. I would love that. I don't know if you've ever tried this, but oatmeal is great. Apple cinnamon oatmeal, little pieces of apple, and then you add cinnamon, and then you add vanilla yogurt too. It is so delicious together. And then the yogurt is cold. Now, I'm not talking about cookies, I'm talking about oatmeal, but the oatmeal is warm and it's so good. And I actually think I have some here, or I can't remember if it was the Ontario house because I keep bouncing back between the two homes and I don't know which one it is. Okay, so now I'm just adding my frame to it. If you want to pop up your frame, my suggestion to you is that you use the sticky strips. And you do a wider border. But for my sake, I did not want to pop it up, so I don't need to do so. Jan is saying, favorite oatmeal, white chocolate, cranberry cookies. Does anybody know Joanne Gaines? I have all her cookbooks. She has the most fabulous cookie recipe. And I've done it for all the police officers when my husband was a chief back home. And it is a combination of, it has like peanut butter chips, walnut pieces, chocolate chips. Like it's just a fully loaded cookie. It's fabulous, actually. So those are great. So I should post, I have posted it before, but I don't know if I still have it here. And then I fussy cut again our beautiful Sentimental Christmas paper. Remember, like I said, that this part is like the best part. You want to save that. So we're going to add this at our card tag base. So at the bottom right here, we want that vintage look. And what I'm going to be doing is adding, I've already fussy cut, so you don't need to see that. But if I wanted to, I could watch Power Netflix. By the way, Netflix, last night, Lioness had another episode. We watched that because I had asked you your suggestions on that as well. And then I also watched the other series that I can't even remember. So you could, if you wanted, add a second one on the top. But I'm going to use my shaded spruce ribbon, and I want to tuck in my ribbon right in here and create that tag. So you can make a very large bow, up to you. I'm just doing this part here. Just gonna cut this off. There we go. And then remember I talked about that gold trim. I just feel that the gold trim is perfect. It's part of the online exclusive. Online exclusive just means that it's not part of a catalog. So here we go. Just gonna tie a very large knot here. And then we're gonna wrap this like a bow right here. I feel like shaded spruce and gold go well together, so you might want to try that. There we have it. And then we're going to take our shaded spruce, but I'm going to take the lighter one. I'm going to still add my little specks because I love vintage. If you're a very basic beginner stamper, you don't need to add specks. You don't even need to look at this. Now, I could add a photo in there. You know, that could be super cute. Every time I start designing, I start thinking about a bunch of different things. But a beautiful family photo could be adorable in there. And then it could be a tag. You could also make these as place settings where, like, you know, I would put my daughter Megan's photo and then I could add her name and then put this on the table. That would be cute as well. Fran is saying that she loves the white chocolate cranberry cookies. Never tried those. Never tried those. So now we still have this portion that is part of our Sentimental Christmas die cuts. Just because I'm being lazy today and I don't want to do some coloring. But for rest assured, I need to do another tag with the candle and another tag with this one. So once you see my post, you'll see a bunch of different ones. But look how cute this is. I have the background in green. Just wanted a very quick project. And then what you'll see as well is once we add them all with the cards, it's just going to be perfect. But I love the contrast of adding that Imperial postage die like on the outside instead. So here we have it. And then just going to take that blending brush right here. And I'm just going to blend my images because I don't want it to stand out too much. So as much as you want. And then they're going to be like almost like a mint color, but I really used my shaded spruce. But I don't want the focus to be on them. I want the focus to be on my stocking. If you prefer a pop of color, then you can use the green. It's up to you. Let's see. What do you prefer here? The green shaded spruce cardstock or the white one? Trying to see from up there to see what it looks like. I just don't want that one to stand out as much, but like I said, up to you. You could do either or. And then I'm just going to add a second one. You could do as many as you want. That could be Adorable. There we have it. And this time, I might just add them one on top of the other. Oh, Fran is saying white one. Well, white one it is today. Thank you. I love having your opinions sometimes. And I also like heard a lot of people this weekend saying, oh, I would have done this differently. I would have done this way. Like, you know what? I love to see your versions of how you design your projects as well. So these little intricate greeneries are part of the Sentimental Christmas dies. Like, it was fun that the dies, there's not tremendous options, just a couple, but all the images are die cut, like are die cut images. So like, you know, there's one for this one, and then there's the bow one that we talked about, and then there was like the candle. So every single image has a die cut, and I love when this happens. So that's kind of fun that and then we have this little guy that's a little bit of an extra. So here we have this one. We're gonna pull out some mini glue dots today. And Fran and I are making the one with the white cardstock. And I wonder if I have some Wink Estella here, because Wink Estella, you know what? It's the holiday season. I should be using Wink Estella like it's coming out of style. So the bows also are part of the designer series paper, but if you want a different colored bow, like if you wanted to do the shaded green one, I would use this one. And I want to make it stand out, like make it pop as much as possible. Hello from Alberta. She says that she loves that I make coordinating sets. You know, once I start playing with a collection, I can't put it down. I have something super cute for tomorrow. We're playing with a very different collection, and I can't wait to share. Look how fabulous this looks. I know there's some similarities, but I do want to coordinate it with the other, and then they're great gift options as well. So that's kind of fun. And then I'm just gonna still add a couple of sprinkles here, but now I'm using the dark shaded spruce. We also need a greeting. Which one? Confusion, confusion. I could do for someone special. Oof. We did wishing you joy and happiness last week. I'm thinking. I don't think I'm using that one. Let's try. I think I want to do for someone special. It's going to be, might be a little challenging, but we'll try to make it work. Just because I would need to add almost like a second tag on top of that one. Okay, so just gonna grab that. And then we're going to use Poppy Parade. Poppy Parade. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. And then let me grab a piece of now, if I would have put them a little bit more on the side, I could have stamped directly on, but I want it centered. So let's see. So the first thing I always do is I'm gonna just cut it pretty quickly and then just see how my placement would be. Now, when I did this ahead of time, I had used a different greeting. So I just want to see, okay. So now, because I don't have a lot of room, my greeting, my sentiment is having a little surgery. That's what I call it. Surgery. Okay, so here, oh yeah, I'm gonna love this. I know it. I know it. And then I'm gonna do the 4. coming on an angle here. My husband's like, why don't you take a break this week? Don't go live. He says, then you could do all the Christmas shopping. Isn't he the smart guy? So we have the 4. And then I don't like, when I travel and I fly, I just want to carry on. So my daughter, I don't think she's online, but she should be in school, but she wanted specific things from Sephora. And then I went in, I shopped and bought what they were. And then I realized that it's more than 100 ml. So now I can't bring it in my carry-on. So now I was like, I need to think outside the box. Do I divide the content of it and then put some in my husband's carry-on? I'm not too sure what to do, but I do not want to check luggage. And then you lose your luggage or you have to wait. When I get to the airport, I just want to get off the plane and go. So, okay, so here we have it. And I could just go a little bit around. So I'm a fussy cutter, you know it. I'm just going to cut it a little bit around. You don't want to do this, then just put the stocking on the side. And I'll do one like that just to show you, like once you see my images on my blog post. You could just put this part on one side and then you could just stamp a greeting. So if you are not a fan of fussy cutting, then I have an option for you. But this is simply adorb. I have to actually drive my husband to the airport because he is going to Alberta. So not sure which part of Alberta you are, Tina, but he's going, well, he's flying to Calgary actually. Okay, so we got the 4. Now we're gonna do this someone. Could I pop them? Absolutely, I could. And then for someone special. And then you could add any embellishments that you want. When you're ordering with me, you're getting the iridescent ones with a $60 order. You could add the coordinating ones in the silver and gold. So I'm just going to use these that are part of the collection. They're the druzy and the adhesive backed embellishments. And I'm going with gold just because that's the color that I want. And if you're like the type of person that less is more, then you don't need to add any embellishments. But look at this little cute tag. It looks wonderful. It coordinates with my other collection. She said Edmonton. I was supposed to fly to Edmonton, but they canceled my flight, so I never made it to Edmonton. But look at this. And then I was thinking a little outside the box, and I said to myself, oh my goodness, now I have this portion. So it almost needs a buddy. So then I just cut this piece, and then I decided to add this one on top of a white piece of cardstock because I needed to use the extra part. Are you like that? Are you like you have to use every single piece that you have of cardstock? I am. So I was like, okay, let's just tuck this back in. And then this will be a second tag. So now, just gonna add this right here. And then that's when you wanna pull out every single stamp set that coordinates. So this could be one of the options right here where you make that coordinating tag. So I just want to center it a little bit more, except this time I might want a fluffy bow. So I might just go and do a fluffy bow for this one. Up to you. You could decide whichever one you want. But this one could go right here, and we could die cut this portion as well. Let me just grab that ribbon. I could also use the white one, iridescent white. Is that one back in stock? I'm not even sure if it is or not. Let me see. And then 1, 2. 3, 4, and then do that knot right there. So we could add green on green, or I also have the iridescent one, which is a great option. You saw also when I decided I could color it, that could be great too. Perfect. So I'm just gonna die cut or cut a little piece of cardstock for my greeting, and I'm gonna finish with my ribbon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're just gonna tuck this in here. Now, as I'm designing this, I've changed my mind on something. And don't be upset. I want to show you something else. Okay, so here's the iridescent ribbon. It's gonna go right here. Oh, love, love this. And then the Very Merry Christmas could go at the base if we wanted to. But what I thought is, watch this. I have a second piece. Look at this. I think using the embossing folder to switch it up and add some texture would make it a lot prettier. So I'm just gonna do that because I feel like I want to add some texture. And these will all be listed, but I just want to show you the difference. See, I think it looks better with a little texture. But if you're a less is more, then don't do what I do. Just, oh yeah, it needed that. It needed it. And then my bow. You see how you start with something and then you could just switch it up. And I know somebody's probably gasping because I just put cardstock over cardstock, but you know what? I'm a demonstrator. I get the discount, so I could take advantage of that. And then here we go. I'm just gonna tuck it on the side. And then we have these 2 tags. I actually am not opposed to seeing a little bit of layer as well underneath. And then do we add this greeting at the bottom? I just want to see what it looks like. Let's see, my camera's late, so I have to wait. So this would be with the greeting at the bottom. I'm still not sure, I need to play with it. And then this would be the opposite one. And then I could add it on my snowflake cookies, put it as a large tag, but both are actually fabulous. Very different. Which one do you prefer, left or right? I would love to know, but I just find that both tags are good. And I'll be listing the entire content of what I use. If you're wondering what was the embossing folder that I use, it is the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. It is one of my actual favorite ones because it's so versatile to use as well. So I do love both. Let me know which tag is your favorite. Very different with the tags, but they're very cute. And then now I'll be letting you go, but I am going to still be designing tags with these images as well. So hope you've enjoyed this brief video this morning about tag making, and then we're moving on to another collection tomorrow. Don't forget to take advantage of the free shipping. If you do not have a demonstrator in Canada, please you could just look at the link here and take advantage of my hostess benefits. I know we're still out with the postal service, but I have been compiling all your orders, so we'll be shipping content to you, and it's everything pre-cut for you with a very separate video. So hope you've enjoyed that. Have a great day, and don't forget also that I've also posted the the products from the new catalog for sharing. So if ever you want to be part of my product share, then you could also write a message. Well, I love, Tina, that you love both. I love the left one, but they are both beautiful. So see, Jan, the left one was really like on the fly. We just decided to make a second tag, and that's the one you prefer. So that's kind of cute to see that. So your left and my left are totally different, but yeah, it is. So have a great day. We'll see each other tomorrow. Bye-bye.